Stone lifting the Stanley Cup.
Yeah! Let's go! Go, Knights, go!
Why? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
I never thought I'd see that in a hockey game. Looks dramatic with the lighting. Yep, Sherratt trying to start stuff with Stone after the whistle. Let's get to penalty killing, boys. Let's go. 21. Petro! He just got lit up. Wow. Really good job, Fleury. Guys, wake up. What are you doing? Wow, good toe save, Fleury. Woo! Go! Wow, good save, Price. Caulfield missed. Did not miss the second one. My gosh. Janmark, go! Wow, good steal. Stone. Wow, oh my gosh. Carey Price absolutely robbed Marchessault. Smith, what a freaking pass. Nick Holden! Marc-Andre Fleury, oh my gosh. The Vegas Golden Knights win 4-1 against the Montreal Canadiens in Game 1 of Round 3 Stanley Cup playoffs. Quick little story, the first Vegas Golden Knights game that I went to was in the inaugural season, February 17th. We were facing the Montreal Canadiens. My mom was gifted the tickets. She won them in a contest as part of her job, and she gave them to me and my, at the time, fiance and now wife, and it was her first NHL game, and it was a blast. I dropped her phone through the bleachers, but T-Mobile employee found it and gave it to us, and it was great, and it was no cracks. Our seats were 5 rows behind the penalty box, and that night was just an amazing night. There were Habs fans, there was a family of Habs fans sitting right in front of us, and they were some of the nicest people that like I've ever met, and it was truly a great experience to have that as her first NHL game and just my first Vegas game. But that backstory makes this series that much more interesting to me. In that game, it was Fleury against Niemi, but Niemi got pulled after allowing 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, so it ended up being Fleury versus Price. All 3 of the goalies allowed 3 goals in that game. Fun. Max Pacioretty was there too, but he was Montreal's captain. The main storyline that came out in the first period was definitely Marc-Andre Fleury versus Carey Price. Both goalies had to be outstanding, and Marc-Andre Fleury was absolutely robbing. Just so many pucks out there in that first period and throughout the entire game. Honestly, both Fleury and Price were phenomenal, but Fleury had better defensive support because in that first period, Montreal ices the puck, so Vegas has an offensive draw, and immediately off that draw, which we won by the way, McNabb passes it to Theodore, and Stone and a Montreal player are screening Price in front, and Theodore just blasts this past Price for his first of the playoffs, finally, to get us on the board 1-0 Vegas. That's the only goal to come out of the first period, but the main part of that was because of Fleury, because Montreal was absolutely outplaying us that first period, and it was just slightly concerning. But in the second period, there are some penalties that are called in Montreal that definitely shifts the momentum back into Vegas's favor, even though we don't score on any of our power plays, because of course not. Shortly after Montreal kills one of the penalties, there is the most beautiful fake shot that I have ever seen. Theodore winds up again from almost the point and looks like he's about to slam this thing, and instead checks his swing, sends it over to Martinez, and Martinez buries it past Price, who was diving to try to block it, but he couldn't quite make it there in time. 2-0 Vegas. This fake shot looked so real. There's a good reason for it. From Justin Emerson, Shea Theodore on his dish to Alec Martinez in the second. Yeah, I was going to shoot it, but he was yelling at me pretty good. I can just see it, Shea Theodore winding up to take a shot after finally getting his first goal in the playoffs, and after feeling like he had just been held up this entire time, and he's winding up. He's got this really good shot wide open in the slot, and he's hearing Martinez over there just saying, Theo, 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 or pass. I don't really care. It's so funny. And so he reluctantly, I like to think it happened mid-swing where he made the decision to do it because he was really committed. He hits the ice and all of a sudden it's like, yep, okay, holds up, passes it over, and my goodness, what a play to make it a 2-goal game. Shortly after this, Vegas has another opportunity. It's a 2-on-1, Stone and Pacioretty, which already you're like, oh boy. Brace down the ice, and then with a beautiful pass, it's saved by Carey Price, absolutely robbing Mark Stone. Did a little wink after that too, which just shows you how cool, calm, and collected he is even when down 2. One of the most annoying players on Montreal's team is not even Corey Perry, it's Brendan Gallagher. Not the biggest fan of Corey Perry, he definitely plays a role, but like any dude that puts a guy in a chokehold in the Stanley Cup Finals, as he did last year to the Lightning, just like too much, dude, like calm down. But Brendan Gallagher definitely trying to get under our skin early, trying to get into Fleury, and then he eventually does get into Carrier's head, and Carrier ends up committing a roughing penalty in a little over halfway into the second period, which gives Montreal another power play. Montreal tries the same exact play twice. The first time, Cole Caulfield either missed the net or Fleury got a piece. It looked to me more like he just missed the net, didn't really get all on the shot. But then they collect the puck, do the exact same thing, and the defense completely left him alone. Petro not at all helping Fleury out there on the penalty kill when they're a mountain down. But Cole Caulfield does not miss the second time with a wide open net, and nets his first of the playoffs, and to make it a 2-1 game, keeping Montreal in this just as much as Price was. Oh man. And just like that, Montreal's there. But it was really heartwarming to see Cole Caulfield's parents' reaction to this goal in the stands, and that was like, okay, well, of course, like I feel bad for feeling bad about this goal. But right after this, Montreal commits another icing, which means that we have another offensive zone draw. We win it, White Cloud kind of skates over, passes it over to Tuck, who takes a shot, and it deflects off of Romanov's stick, which is normally good, but it went right to Matthias Janmark, who made his positioning really, really good. Flipped around the defender, got his stick down there, and was able to bang it home past Price to restore the 2-goal lead, making it 3-1 Vegas. Oh my goodness, Matthias Janmark, what a pickup. Thank you, San Jose, for helping to pay for that goal. Last thing from the second period that I want to talk about was another save by Carey Price. Mark Stone with a beautiful feed over to a wide open Marchessault, leaving half the net open, and Price absolutely freaking robs Marchessault, going all the way across the crease and managing to grab this puck, and it was incredible. My favorite player since 2008 has been a goalie, so don't be surprised that a lot of the things that I'm geeking out about are saves, but Carey freaking Price, my goodness, that's a hat pick. Wait, wrong video series, sorry about that. I can't believe he stopped that. That was incredible save. The third period, oh boy, if it wasn't Price making the save, it's the post, because about 8.5 minutes in, Alex Tuck with this beautiful strip in the neutral zone slash kind of Montreal's defensive zone, grabs this puck, splits the D, has just him and the goalie, and he beats Price, but it bounces off the post, and everyone was fooled. Alex Tuck started to celebrate, the announcer called it a goal, Sportsnet called it a goal, but it definitely was not, and it remains 3-1. Only for another minute, because this beautiful feed from Riley Smith over to Nick freaking Holden. Price is screened by a couple of his own guys in front, but Nick Holden with a wide open net buries it to make it 4-1 Vegas. Another quick little story. My favorite number is 22, so when we originally got our jerseys, I got 22 on my back for my last name because no one on the team had it, and it's my favorite number. And so I take these hockey courses at my school and I wear my jerseys because that's fun. And there was a kid there who had been cheering for Vegas, and when he first saw my jersey, he was like, dude, are you wearing a Nick Holden jersey? And I was like, no, it's my own personal jersey. And he was like, oh, okay, but like right now I wish I could go back and punch myself in the face and be like, yes, this is a Nick Holden jersey. I based the number off of him because, oh my goodness, this guy is a playoff performer. The entire rest of this game is basically Fleury making a save, Fleury making a save, Fleury making a save, and oh yeah, Fleury making a save. Montreal empties their net with about 4 minutes left, and that has something to do with it, and we are not really able to get a shot on the empty net. We do get a couple, but they just miss, and Fleury Fleury's not able to get any, despite literally everyone trying to root for him to get a goal. But unfortunately, it's just Montreal firing shot after shot on goal to try to get back into this game, but Fleury absolutely robbing him, doing the weirdest poses. Like, seriously, what is that? Painting him like one of your French girls? But he actually is French Canadian, and so like maybe, I don't know. He just laid there in a two-bad stack for what seemed like 30 seconds, was probably only like 6, but like still, seriously, my goodness, Fleury just stole the entire rest of that game. Nick Holden has as many postseason goals as the Rocket Richard winner and the Hart winner in the regular seasons, Matthews and McDavid combined this postseason with 2. Vegas is also the first team this postseason to have 3 goals from a defenseman, and that's interesting. The first period is definitely how Montreal wants to play this game, and it only being 4-1, definitely because of Carey Price, should give Montreal Canadiens some hope going into the rest of the series, especially because knowing what happened to Vegas last series, losing 7-1, and then barely losing 3-2, and then winning 4 straight. Like, anything can happen in the playoffs, especially with injuries or people going out of the lineup, like the Habs having Mark Scheifele leave and then having Jake Muzzin leave in their 2 previous series. But you never know what's going to happen in these playoffs. They played a solid game, and if they are able to defensively support Price better and able to find a way to crack Marc-Andre Fleury, they can definitely get back into the series. So hang on tight. I'm still going Vegas in 5, but what a game 1. It's definitely different than the last 2 series. It's a little bit more slowed down. And honestly, if we end up facing the Islanders in the finals, it's going to be a lot more like this style of hockey. So hopefully, if we do end up facing the Lightning, Vegas doesn't slack off from trying to play this more style pace of hockey. Or this could be setting us up to be able to know how we can succeed against the team that does this the best. Anyways, that's going to be it for round 3, Game 1's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.